Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Good afternoon, class. How are you today? I hope that everyone is going to be fine today. I hope that everyone is free from COVID-19. Are you free from viruses? I mean the COVID-19 virus? Yes, I do hope everyone is safe to stay home and study together with me to study English for legal language. Are you ready, class? Okay, here we go. Right, we come to study Burglary Trial Part 5 now. Right, without further ado, I go to the conversation as usual and as always. Working with a partner, repeat this dialogue aloud. Alright, were you home yesterday? I was at the court. Was there a trial? Yes, there was. Was the defendant guilty? No, she was acquitted. Alright. Were you home yesterday? It means that student A is asking you about where were you, whether you are outside the home or whether you are home and the like. Were you home yesterday? Apakah kamu berada di rumah kemarin? Gitu ya. I was at the court. It means that student B was not at home, but he was at the court. Right. Was there a trials? You still remember the terms trials? I explained at the previous video, right? What is trial? Trial in Bahasa Indonesia is pengadilan, ya. Okay, persidangan, ya, persidangan. Right. Okay. Oh yes, there was. Ada persidangan hari ini atau pada saat itu, pada saat percakapan itu. Was the defendant guilty? You know, guilty. The guilty is the opposite meanings of guilty is in notion. Ya, kalau mengaku bersalah in bahasa Inggris, you still remember about that? Plead guilty. Yeah, I mean what is it? The suspect pleads guilty. The suspect plead in notion. Yeah, okay. No, she was acquitted. Yeah, she was free from the what is it? The accused, right? Okay, so this is the conversation to get to know more about, to understand more about the conversation. I think everyone should take a good look at the vocabulary section. Okay, for the legal vocabulary. All right, repeat after me. Robbery, trial, pengadilan ya, trial. Defense, verdict, defendant, acquit, victim, testimony, jail, larceny, judge, prosecutor, evidence, lawyer. Right, okay. As always, and as I told you before, that if you want to understand this list of vocabulary much better, you have to practice that. You should practice that in a sentence. Make sure that you can use those list of words in a sentence, and then you should practice that every day by day, to get to know more about the usage of the legal vocabulary. All right. The next one is going to be the grammar point. What is the grammar point today? The past tense using verb to be. All right. I just want to let you know that the verb be in the simple past, you have to use was and were. There are two kinds, was and were, for simple past. I was, he was, she was. Okay? And then what about were? You were. I'm sorry. We were. They were. Okay, you, we, they were. I, he, she was. Alright, let's do the practice now. We talk about simple past. Something happened yesterday or several days ago. I was home last night. When we talk about last night, this is time signal. Tadi malam ya, last night. Yesterday, kemarin. Okay, last week, minggu lalu, and the like. Now, something happened right now. In the future, something that will happen in the future. Alright, what is past tense? Past tense talks about something that happened in the past. Something happened already in the past. Okay, not now, but sesuatu yang sudah terjadi pada masa yang lalu. Okay, here's some general vocabulary that you are using for something happened in the past. Right, yesterday, 1 year ago, to begin, last night, last week, last year, contraction, decision, happen. Okay, right. Make sure that you can use this vocabulary in a sentence, right? Now we come to the burglary trial part 5. I think this is the last part of telling burglary trials, the story of Nasir. The story of Nasir, right? Okay, the trial of Nasir was finished last week. Was the verdict good for Nasir? The judges were happy with the defense. They were not convinced by the testimony of the witness. There was no black hat scarf. There was no gold ring. The witness was not correct. The charge was not true. Nasir was not guilty of larceny. Now Nasir is happy. He is not in jail. He is home. Okay, from this story, I can infer that the end of the story of Nasir, it ends happily, right? So at the beginning, Nasir was very nervous. He was worried, and now he becomes happy because he is free from He is free from the suspect of stealing gold from the from the one who was dead. Okay. Now the trial of Nasir was finished last week. So the trial, persidangannya ya sudah selesai last week. Was the verdict good for Nasir? The judges were happy with the defense. Okay, because we have in court usually we have to defend, and then the defense is done by the defense was done usually by the suspect also, besides from the lawyer, of course. Yeah. And this is there was no black hat scarf. This is the thing that was accused by the witness. Yeah, right. There was no black hat scarf. There was no gold ring. Okay. Usually, at the beginning, Nasir was suspected to steal the gold ring from the dead body. The witness was not correct. The witness is testify that testified in the court was not correct. Therefore, Nasir was not guilty of larceny. Therefore, he is now very happy because he is free from the jail. All right, as I told you before, that the questions and answers I send in the assignment section, and then what you should do is answering all the question from the part of burglary title part 5. Have a nice study. Don't forget to send your assignment and do one of the quiz from burglary trial part 3 up to 5. especially part 3. Thank you for joining. And that's all for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua.